So there was an interesting Reddit thread that was like, if you could go back to your 13-year-old self and only say 3 words, what would they be?
Oh,
That's tough. 3 words?
3 words. That's
I
all you
will.
get.
I will play your game.
You get 3 words. Don't do warped.
Hey, you can drag.
Tell Sean no.
Myself could have made me a billionaire. Buy Google. Buy Amazon. But no.
Well, that's no answer is going to be better than that. So let's start. Hello, and welcome to Warped, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we provide live audio commentaries to Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. My name is Matt.
I'm Sean.
I'm Jake.
Phillipe.
Aaron.
Minoyan.
And me.
And we are watching Season 4, Episode 22. It is called... What is it called?
It's
Half a
called
season.
Half a life.
Half a life. Yeah. You guys just missed about 15 minutes of us talking,
Yep.
which probably will end up getting cut and then put in right now while I'm talking.
Yep.
Like, that's what we just talked about is going to be in the episode. Just we're going to be.
It's like
the
space.
magic of podcast.
It's like
editing,
Spaceballs. What's happening now is now. This is now.
Sean, go to start. Click over one to start over.
Okay. All right.
We're going to watch this episode now.
Yep. And I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
I can't tell if Sean has been hit by the destroyer or...
We're getting a commercial,
Oh,
but
well.
that's okay. Don't worry about it.
We'll count it in.
Yeah.
We'll get you.
yeah.
We'll get
2.
you.
I think
1. Go.
Star Trek.
Yay, Star Trek.
Wow,
Wow,
this
you
is
really got
gorgeous.
that right.
Sure.
You were right on the money there.
Is that
Jake.
Earth? Are
Look,
they
this
over
episode
Earth?
has sexual content.
Whoa!
Side butt.
Oh, this is the
But it's all
only
from-
episode. The only episode that starts with Counselor Troy's
Mother?
recording.
Oh.
Personal log.
Personal log.
Interesting.
It's the only one she starts.
So we hear her
the
voice.
personal log is Stardate, blah blah blah.
Mom's
My mother's
here.
on board.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they start showing
Mom
her
looks
hit on
younger as a
Picard.
brunette.
Yeah, she looks.
I think the hair?
I think it's that they've costumed her better
Oh.
and bewigged her better.
yeah. The hair, the lighting isn't better, nicer.
I really like how Patrick Stewart sold that, like when he got out of that
That he
turbo
was-
lift, and he was like
Oh, yeah.
afraid that this would happen. Like, I was like, why is he getting out so like a
Right.
creeper? And he's like,
Because he's heard she's around and he's trying to avoid her. And she managed to track him
have
down.
you guys
anyway.
seen the schematic drawings of these ships?
Yes,
They
I,
are
Big.
I had a book
Yeah.
that maybe I still have that was just diagrams of like the layout of
It is
the
like
ship.
multiple aircraft carriers
Sure, right.
big.
It's the
The
size of
fact
an
that
aircraft
she's
carrier.
waiting for him outside a random turbo lift means she's done a lot of planning.
Not really, because all you have to do on this show is say, "Computer, where's Captain Picard?" And the computer just says, "Captain Picard's coming down the turbo lift."
Nah, yeah, but that doesn't he have like some kind of like thing
Privacy
where he's
setting.
like privacy setting if
Yeah.
it's Lwaxana?
They never seem to have privacy
Yeah,
settings
yeah.
on this show.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, it's like
But they should.
I mean, I get your point.
Yeah.
She may not have the authority to
Nah.
ask that question or whatever. I get what you
Isn't this guest actor famous?
So let's talk about Charles Emerson Winchester, the third from MASH.
Yes.
A mash.
David Ogden Stiers.
the late
right?
great.
Oh.
David Ogden Stiers.
Is that
Who
from
drink
MASH?
to you, David Ogden Stiers.
He's in the.
Pour one for the homie.
Yeah, I'll pour one.
He's great in MASH. I loved to watch MASH reruns when I was a kid. It was on all the time back then.
That side eye.
yeah.
And he's also in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the cartoon version. I think
He's
Who is he in that?
one of the.
he's the
Gargoyles,
good.
maybe?
No, he's he's the good priest.
Oh, okay. He's just got one of those long
He's Cogsworth
character
too,
actor
isn't he?
careers.
Isn't he Cogsworth in
Jetsons.
Beauty and the Beast?
Oh,
No, isn't that
isn't
Odo?
there a Cogsley or something in the Jetsons?
Renee?
I think
So
it's
let's-
Rene Auberjonois.
Let me check.
Bonjour.
No, yeah, he's Cogsworth in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
In the animated.
nice.
Well, then who was Rene Auberjonois? Because he's in that movie too.
He was Lumiere.
No, he's
That's
Jerry
Jerry
Orbach
Orbach.
is Lumiere.
Are you slurring a little
Maybe
there,
I'm
Matt?
wrong.
Jerry Orbach?
is Lumiere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that. Dun dun. Dun, dun. Did not know
Here
that.
is where worlds collide.
What?
Because any Broadway fan knows that Jerry Orbach was a Broadway song and dance guy,
Yup.
and then became famous for playing a cop on television for 15 years. So he has
Versatile.
this backstory as being a Broadway singer. So he's Lumiere in
Wow.
Beauty and the Beast.
They
What a talented
his
dude.
face. They
It looks
made
like
his
him.
nose
And if you
very
look at his
similar.
face, it looks like Jerry Orbach.
and when you say
Lumiere's
this guy
face.
played Cogsworth, I was like, oh, his face looks like Cogsworth.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he's great
Maybe
as
Rene
Cogsworth.
Auberjonois is not in this movie. Is he the voice of the chef in The Little Mermaid?
Rene Auberjonois, I believe that is correct.
Is he? Ooh la la!
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That sounds correct.
I know he's in one of those early classic ones.
Well, it's good to see him on here. Although he's got some, I don't know, unfortunate alien
They've
makeup.
given him that classic
Yeah, he's got
alien
veiny,
spray paint
tattooy,
job.
face tattoo stuff.
Yeah.
Henna.
Yeah.
He still carries
He was in.
himself
I wish I could think of more things he was in, but he was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, he's
got a
very
great
distinguished
voice.
actor.
He has a great voice. He's amazing in MASH.
So we'll see Troy on this episode too.
Oh, yeah.
Is this all about her mom and her
It's,
mom?
yeah,
that
really,
kind of
her
thing?
mom and this guy, it's their story.
It's the mom's story, really.
There's a lot of not the crew in this episode.
Is the mom's tall, weird alien assistant?
Yeah, Mr. Hom.
All right.
You know it.
I like
Those
that-
actually don't look like spray paint. Those look like prosthetics, right? Because they
Yeah.
have dimensionality
ridges.
to them. Yeah.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
correct. He
It's
plays
like a
Chef
globe.
Louis in The
The
Little
mountains
Mermaid.
on a globe.
Rene Auberjonois.
Oh, let me touch these buttons.
Remember the other day when Picard's girlfriend sat in his chair?
Oh yeah.
Now we've got Lwaxana touching buttons on the
Wait,
bridge.
what?
They have a very lax security policy about who gets to be on the bridge.
Yeah.
Picard's girlfriend? What? Did I miss this?
It was the one you weren't here for. It was
yeah.
2 weeks ago's
Yeah.
episode.
Okay.
It's the Robin Hood one. She sits in his chair, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, she's sitting in the chair."
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's,
No one sits in the chair.
well, it's pre 9/11.
And, well, it was before they rethought sitting. Really.
Really?
Have
Uh,
we
That's a
Thank God.
callback joke to last week's episode. you
Thank
guys.
God we finally got it around to chairs.
We
This
found-
episode has actually lacked a lot.
If
of
anybody
embarrassment.
only listens,
Somebody needs to
if
sit
anybody
down.
only listens to this episode, they won't get why that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go back a week, you guys. Don't start with this episode. What if there's a huge half a life fan out there who only listens to Star Trek podcasts
yeah.
about this episode?
He's gonna be-
Eventually, they will get to ours, but don't start here. Theoretical person.
Yeah.
Go back last week
Yeah.
and hear the sitting jokes first.
Yeah,
They're
consider
vital.
this a part 2 of that one so you can justify watching it.
Yeah.
But there's very
It's the
little
first
sitting
half
so far.
of the half-life.
There he is.
Oh,
What's
man.
she got?
She has also become less boobalicious than the last
Yeah.
time we saw her.
She's not
Remember when
wearing
we
the-
first met Lwaxana? She was very
Yeah.
doesn't
cleavage forward.
Yeah.
She's
Well-
not wearing the low cut.
No,
Like-
I bet Majel was like, I don't want to do that anymore.
I like this dress. It's
I do
very
too,
like
but I-
She looks
Elsa,
better
let it
this way.
go.
I just think that she probably was like, Can I just wear a something?
And
that-
those are some chunky earrings, and she is pulling them off very nice.
I think she looks less harsh as a brunette.
Yeah, she always wears those big chunky earrings.
What was she when she wasn't a brunette?
She was a blonde.
She was.
I don't remember. Does she have longer hair, like a long braid?
I feel
thing
like it.
going?
She.
I'm totally wrong.
Yeah, when she was on the old show.
As Nurse Chapel, yes. She had blonde hair.
If you did an FMK between those three,
Which three?
Which Lord?
those three,
The three guest stars.
yeah,
Lwaxana, that guy,
Those
and
two and
Lurch.
Mr. Hom.
Yeah. The Mashalum and
Well, you,
yeah,
It's
totally.
okay. This is perfect.
yeah.
These two and Mr. Hom. Okay,
Oh,
great.
Jesus.
you
What are you?
fuck Mr. Hom.
What?
You marry her.
Yep.
And you kill
Yep.
that guy.
You marry her?
Yep. That's 100%
She's the neuroses,
correct.
isn't she?
Uh-huh.
That is the right.
Why would you want to marry her?
She's got money, baby.
But she's
She can also
We're very
read
shallow
minds.
on this.
Does that bother you at all?
We're all about that.
For the money, no.
You'll put up with the mind reading
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you can
yeah.
live a life of luxury.
Exactly.
Sean's not trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
He's a simple man.
Yeah.
I suppose I don't know enough about the
He's
dude
a
here.
simple man.
I didn't hear any
Should I
protest.
take that as an insult?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on how you say it.
I didn't think of it as an insult until you said it again.
Well, that's just my natural.
So, yeah, I don't know enough about this guy.
What are the specs of
Everything
this
I say sounds
episode?
like an insult. I can't.
We're so far beyond the specs.
Oh, okay.
We don't need specs.
I
Oh
give-
yeah, we never did get the specs.
I give it a 7.
Oh.
I did not rewatch this.
It doesn't
Prior
matter.
to today?
No, neither did we.
I watched it.
But I saw it way back in the day.
Yeah.
But I didn't rewatch it.
Well, May saw it.
All right, here you go.
It
here
has
we
a
go.
crazy premise, which we can talk about, I guess.
His head markings look like cave painting drawings. Like they're.
I think they're supposed to be veins.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
just look like
I see
primitive-
where you're coming
Yeah, no,
from.
they seem
They
like
look
animals.
like they're like that. They seem to me like they're sort of like one of those things where you can see it inside or outside because they look like they're like
sure.
they look like they could
Here we
be
go.
bumps or they could be
Embezzled.
ridges.
So
Embezzled or
sparkly.
embossed.
Are veins the red ones? Or are arteries the red ones?
Arteries.
Yeah.
Arteries are the red ones.
We're watching Half a Life.
So they look like arteries. Is
Oh,
my
look
point.
at that
Not like
outfit.
veins.
That is an
Yeah.
amazing outfit. You know what? You're
So
right.
when you
Very
give
peacock.
blood, they take it from your artery, not from your vein, because they always say we got to find a vein, right? If we're gonna give you a shot.
Yeah,
Oh, but that's going the other direction. That's going up to the heart,
right.
the blue.
Yes.
Okay.
Mi-
Never mind.
Is Mr. Hung his name? Mr.
It's
Hong?
green if you're
Hom. Oh.
HOM.
it's
Mr.
green if you're
Hom.
Spock. By the way.
7.3, if anyone was wondering.
You didn't even give us a chance to guess.
Yeah.
We've moved on. We
That's
lost
what
our
I
chance.
was gonna
I
guess.
feel like I'm 30 minutes into this
win.
episode. We can't delay this any longer.
Nice.
I agree.
This
Sean
has
made
been
the right
going on
choice.
forever. And you
Deconstructed.
still haven't guessed. You're never going to guess.
Hey, they're finally sitting.
Yeah.
I have one job on this show, and it's to tell you what the number is, and you won't even guess.
Well, they're both sitting really well, I think.
Yeah.
Riker is sitting like Riker, and Picard is sitting
Riker
like
has a wide stance.
It's to make room.
They're in battle formation, baby. Got to do some man spreading.
Yeah. Shoot that
Against a,
star.
what? A,
Or
Oh, that's right. This is experiment, baby.
Yeah.
shoot that that star.
yeah.
Shoot that stuff.
That star. I don't know if
That star doesn't seem to care.
That star.
Is this guy? This guy's a scientist.
Yes.
I did not
Yeah.
rewatch this episode.
He's a scientist. He's trying to restart his own planet's sun.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, it's a
And-
Krypton.
And they're testing it on this star to
Yep.
see if it will work.
that's yeah.
And
But he's also
spoiler,
dying.
it doesn't.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
It's
That is
about
a
like
spoiler.
ritual suicide. This episode.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted a 45-minute screed on why old people are still useful, this is the episode for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ideology. Just because people are old doesn't make them disposable.
That
You
is
should
a-
take care of your elderly.
Well, that's a very admirable message.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
As
yeah.
usual for this show,
Yeah.
they're always on the right
Yeah.
side.
It's
They always
basically-
come down on the right side.
Who's the old
They're
person?
the Logan's Run of Star Trek.
I see.
Oh, he's getting too old.
Yeah, once everyone at the planet hits 60, they have to kill themselves.
Yeah.
It's a population control thing.
It's a we don't want to take care of our old people thing.
Oh, right.
But they argue it more as just like a dignity thing of just
Right.
like when we used to let old people die
Keep getting
naturally.
old. It was
They get really
gross.
old and it
Like-
kind of gets sad.
They get sick. It was painful.
that's crazy because if you think about that
And so
society,
Lwaxana is like, I'm still a vibrant lady. of
Yeah.
age." And-
You could be too. You've got a lot to give still.
Okay.
Yeah, and she hooks up with him, and she's just like, "You should stick around more because of me." And he's like, "Well, that means I have to totally defy my culture and my upbringing." She's like, "Well, do it
We'll
for
do
me."
it. Come on, it's me.
It's
And
me,
then he-
Lwaxana Troi,
Who you met like 3 days ago.
holder of the sacred rings of
Yeah.
Betazed.
She
Yep.
tells him
Yep.
that.
She does?
Oh, yeah, when she
Dragons
meets
him.
him.
She
that
mother
up.
dragons him.
That's the first thing she says to him.
I made that. I didn't. I was joking.
No,
you are so tuned into Star Trek.
That's
Matt.
embarrassing, actually.
No.
the star blew up.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're a little close to the star to be doing experiments on it.
Well, you got to get up there
proton
close
torpedo,
there.
right?
How are you going to do the
Yeah.
experiment?
Oh, no.
Maybe old people are
Try and do an
useless.
experiment from too far away. See what
But
happens.
the thing is that he screws it up. So I think this is proof that old people are
Yeah.
useless.
Yep. Get a young gun in
It's a
there.
good. It's a good argument for it.
Yeah.
The old guy fucked it up. He's too old.
Man, why doesn't Jordy invent a girlfriend to solve this problem?
I think that if there was a science project to like save the sun of your solar system, it would probably be a more than one person job. I think.
Nope. Not on their planet. You're the sun guy.
Did she? You're the sun guy.
What I gotta do? You gotta save it. All right. Next.
Okay.
Joe, you're in charge. I'm taking out the trash on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Why can't I be him?
I wanted to be sun guy.
What about the other staff scientists?
already
Like,
picked.
can't they help me? They're working on redesigning milk
What a
bottles.
step down. He really wanted sun guy. And he got 2 day a week garbage collector.
That's important.
That's more. That's so much less responsibility.
Yeah, but there's like such a long haul
You know, I
in those two.
They both wanted. They looked into each other's eyes and wished they could be each other.
mean, I bet the guy who did the garbage could have fixed this on his first try.
you know what though? The garbage guy got it right. That's all I'm saying.
Garbage guy absolutely would have
Every
this.
he always picked up the garbage on those 2 days.
Yeah.
He
Never
nailed
missed
it.
a day.
Yeah, never missed a day. He celebrated
Twice a
Like,
week.
he celebrated
just
like
fun.
a king in their culture. He's like,
He did Tuesdays and Thursdays. How is that even possible?
He loved his job.
That man loved picking up garbage.
And this guy.
I
couldn't
wish-
At his funeral, they're like, he loved 2 things.
Yeah.
His family and picking up garbage.
yeah.
So this planet isn't Earth. It was.
No, it's his
Kalon.
play.
Oh, okay.
I only know that because they
No,
just
it's Kalon.
No, it's Galen.
Kalon.
Is
don't
it?
you-
I don't. We can't
No,
hear
I
the
don't.
sound.
I don't know.
Don't you think on a planet where they kill you or you're supposed to die if you're 60 or older, by the time you're 50, You're just gonna start whooping it up, and it's just gonna be like balls to the wall.
The last 10 years,
Yeah.
you just
So that
go,
you
"What the fuck?"
die of drug overdose
or whatever.
a day before you're supposed to kill yourself.
That'd be great.
You're making a live fast, die hard, leave a beautiful corpse
Yeah.
argument.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Do you guys see the movie Looper?
Yes.
Looper.
Sure.
I just watched half
Excellent
of it.
film.
So I've just watched half of it. So
What?
So
And
he's an expert.
I'm an expert. So I mean,
loop.
it was kind of like closing the loop. I don't know. It was
For the first time?
for the first. I've never seen. I still haven't seen it. I've seen 50% of it.
Okay.
But it's. I was good. I was all like,
It's
Good.
great.
It's good.
it's what you guys were talking about made me think about how. If they, I don't know how it all resolves, but like when you're done being a looper,
Yeah.
They take you out.
they kill you. You kill yourself, and you get 30 years. So it's like a 30-year time clock.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was one of the Bruce Willis's later movies where
You
he was
should
pretty
watch
good.
the second half. because it's quite good.
I want to watch the second half. Yeah, that was like, but like in the movie, it shows like the guy, at least in one timeline, it's like shows him going through, and like by 10 years in of drugging it up and whooping it up, he's kind of like out of money and he's like, oh man,
Destitute.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has to do. He's like, my plan for my 30-year plan kind of
why-
petered out pretty quick.
That's why you start at just the 10-year mark.
But if you're going to commit ritual suicide at 60, you want to make sure you end with like a 0.01
Right.
bank account,
Right.
right? You
you want to
want
time
to
it.
you want to have ridden it right up to the right up to the
no, pass, go pass.
no.
What are they gonna do?
No, I'm just
Come
saying.
after you
Is it
and
all
get-
Earl Grey cakes and then then
procession of
for the
Earl
10
Grey
10 years,
cakes. I
10 years,
mean-
and then like the last 20 years, you're just like. You're just down on ramen because you did it.
Yeah.
You went too hard.
Well, that's just classic misbudgeting. You didn't sit down and really think
They
about
must have like they must have
Timelines.
like when
you
you're
didn't really
50,
think about
they-
your expenditures.
on Kraylon, they must have a thing when you're 50. You go see your CPA, and he's
They
like,
send you to a financial
Raylon
advisor.
CPA.
yeah.
He's
He's
like,
like,
look, you have to last 10 more years.
yeah.
So
All
you
these-
need to rethink some of your choices.
Your 10-year
Pull it
rum
back
springer
with
has to
the
be
Earl
like
cake.
we're more talking a 2-year rum
What if
springer.
you only have one Earl Grey cake?
Yeah.
That's not what I planned. That's not how I envisioned this.
That's not what I thought my last
Lwaxana's
10
coming
years were gonna
tonight.
be like.
We gotta whoop it up. But I think it would be
Fuck it, I'll take out a load.
I'm good for it.
right. What can they do?
Yeah, a 30-year loan. You're 50. It's gonna be.
Hey, Miles is in this.
So
Yeah.
he locks the program.
Lots of
He pushed the little buttons. It said lock.
Why did he do that?
Oh, he knows.
She couldn't send herself.
She wants to portal down and yell at them for trying to kill him or making him kill himself.
Yell at who?
The people.
the Kraylon.
She wants to
crayons.
The crayons.
unprime directive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to interfere.
Oh, because David went down.
Well,
I'm
he
just gonna
hasn't.
I'm just gonna call him Major Winchester. Major Winchester beamed down to go die.
Yeah.
No.
Not yet, but she's going to go
She
yell at
wants
them
to stop it before it
him.
happens.
Yeah. She wants to go yell at the powers that be.
And be like,
Oh,
Because she's got the chalice.
She wants
of,
to turn the poker table upside down.
Yeah.
yeah, she wants to do the.
Flip some tables.
I feel like that's a very Kirk thing to do, to go down.
That
give-
is the classic Kirk
and
response.
change their entire
Just
way of life.
readjust
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, your culture's wrong then. Sorry.
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry,
guys.
stop pretending to be 1930s Chicago gangsters.
Yeah, it was.
That is a bad choice.
And here's why, sorta. But I gotta go.
We have this thing called the Constitution.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Da-da, da-da, da-da. End of episode.
I'll leave you some DVDs.
I have radically destroyed your entire
look.
way of being.
And I had
Bye.
sex with that woman, and I'm never gonna see her again.
Yeah.
Scotty, use the starship to stun a half acre of these people.
Yeah.
Just to show them who's boss. On our way out.
Do a memory wipe on the way out the door.
This is why they invented Kirk's Law. Do you guys
Yep,
remember
yep.
what we decided Kirk's Law was?
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
I forget.
It involved sexual misbehavior.
Oh, that's right. That's
Alien species.
That Riker lived in a world with Kirk's
Riker
Law,
lives in a
so
post Kirk's Law era.
right.
Are
There are
Troi-
standing rules for these kinds of things.
That's exactly right. And Riker stays on the right side of the
right.
line.
What is this touching moment that we just made?
Oh, who knows?
Diana's convinced her that.
Who on this Star Trek podcast can describe what's happening?
at least they were sitting. They were sitting on the
They were. What were they sitting on?
The stairs.
The
holodeck stairs.
No, the,
Yeah, they were sitting on the little steps.
Transporter.
Teleporter pad. Yeah.
Oh, transporter.
You got to walk up a couple of steps. Not convenient if you're in a wheelchair.
Oh.
How do you get up? How do you get onto the transport?
You get
Ironically,
transported
they
under a
transport you
wheelchair.
onto it. They transport you onto it.
Oh,
What?
whoa.
Oh, they beam you onto it. They beam you onto the pad and
Yeah.
then they beam you down.
Yeah.
You could cut out the middleman, but never mind.
No.
No, then you got to put in a ramp.
I mean,
That would be ludicrous. So much easier to just beam them
Oh,
up
the
and beam
Americans
them on.
with Disabilities Act.
hey, they
What a-
built the
how
ramp in the
ridiculous.
bridge.
Well, hey, I want to accommodate people for sure. That's rude. Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Speaking of
we're getting
accommodating,
some sexual content, baby.
they're accommodating each other right
They're gonna
now.
do it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can tell because her hair's different.
Yeah.
They done
And the
did
lighting.
it.
They done did
Wearing
it.
different clothes.
He must that hair.
She got a perm since we last saw her.
She put on a completely different wig, is what happened.
Wait. Have you guys ever woken up from an encounter and had the partner just sitting
And staring at you.
Lovingly.
More times than I want to admit, man.
Wow, you're a lucky man.
The third time.
No. It wasn't an
I thought it was like a good. Like I thought it was like
Oh,
this, but you're like
It was, why are you still here?
Oh, I see.
It was making you very self-conscious while you get dressed.
There was finger tapping.
So I've got to go to work.
A lot of
Well, we're going to have to put a lot of trigger warnings into the show notes for this one.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Well,
But what if they were handing you a breakfast burrito?
yeah.
Does that
See, that would be nice, right?
Matt
See?
never got that.
See, that's the
apparently.
only time I accept it when they're staring at me. It's like, where's my burrito?
Sure.
Is that a euphemism? Does he
a
look
euphemism
happy,
for
or
burrito.
he seems sad still?
Yeah.
Did they rescue him?
no, he just hasn't. It's not. He hasn't hit the time yet,
Oh, I see.
They just had a night
and they
of
just went
passion.
and boned, baby.
Good for them.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't understand you. You're being a fucking idiot. This whole thing's dumb.
Yeah.
I can't believe your
Yeah.
culture's so stupid."
She's like, I'm a vibrant woman, and I can teach you how to be a vibrant man, older man.
Can we guess as to whether it'll be a happy ending or not?
I can guess because I think I remember how it ends, but I won't guess
Oh.
because I think I know.
I'm
how
hoping it
ends.
will be a happy ending.
He's got a mad hickey.
I feel like it won't be. I feel like this is one of those ones where
really?
they're gonna go like, meh. He couldn't
Oh.
change because we don't want to bring. We're never gonna get this
You
actor
can't
back.
tie
You
her
have to think
down.
it from the guest actor angle. Like,
Yeah.
is this guy going to be around more?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see from a production.
Yeah, Majel Barrett will be around, but we can't have. We can't be.
You're metagaming. You're metagaming.
Exactly.
You're metagaming.
I'm
Play
not.
the game.
Yeah, I know.
What? I don't think that's a hickey, Aaron.
No, those are his veins
Yeah.
again.
Or you and Phillipe have some strange
You guys don't use ink snails in your sex? Wait, they don't. That's weird.
They should have changed the color of his veins. Like something during the intercourse changed his appearance.
They're like,
My veins are all different.
They're engorged.
Yeah.
That costs too much, I think.
They should be all purple now or something. Lavender.
Lavender would be.
So, is anybody interested in corrections?
Hey!
Should we do it now?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some Earl Grey cake while.
Jacob, play the jingle. That's pretty good.
Getting yourself
What are
together.
we doing? What episode?
Sorry, I needed my
Range.
flashlight. So, give me
Correction.
just a second.
No, you do
We'll
not.
cut all of this out.
Play the jingle again.
Put it on a loop.
this
Put it
just
on a
won't-
looper.
Just won't, no one will ever hear any of this.
Jingle jangle.
These are corrections for episode 123, Too Short a Season. This is an early Next Generation episode. And in that episode, we pretended to use our NPR voices to introduce the episode.
Oh, sure.
We were all like, welcome to Warped. My name is
Wow.
Terry Gross.
What a great bit.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
We really
I'm surprised
stuck
that
it to
didn't stick.
NPR.
I'm surprised that didn't stick around.
Well, it turns out there's a person who works for NPR whose job is to teach people
How to
talk
do that
like
voice?
that.
Oh wow.
Jessica Hansen, she is their in-house vocal coach, helps reporters hone their voices for air. She helps people who find they sound monotone, sing-songy, or low energy. And yeah, so there's a person who makes them sound that way, or helps them to sound that way, because that's the sound of NPR.
Yep.
Do you think
I
Warped?
thought that was really interesting.
That's it.
Do you think Warped has a sound?
It's mostly silent.
Where's the fart gun?
I know.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think he does have a sound.
The highest of brows.
The title of that episode, Too Short a Season, we didn't know if that was a reference to anything, like a Bible quote or a literary quote. It's not. It's just a random phrase that they made up.
Wow. Sounds legit.
Snazzy.
It does. It sounds like a thing, and it's not. Phillipe said that I should watch a video called Shia LaBeouf, where Shia LaBeouf is like some kind of serial killer or something,
Cannibal.
chasing you around.
Hollywood cannibal.
I watched that. I understand now that that's where the him clapping meme comes from.
Nice.
Gates McFadden's hair. We talked a lot about. This was season 1, so we talked a lot about the fact that her hair was particularly red that season. You remember that, Aaron?
Yeah.
That wig.
Yes.
We haven't stopped talking about it.
And we've talked all through all
Yeah.
of these episodes about how, oh, that's a wig, that's a wig, that's a wig. So here's her tweet on the subject. The first season, it was not a wig.
Oh.
That was her hair. Then oh wait, 1 season my hair. 3, 4, 5 wigs. So she's wigs. We're in the wigs era
Yeah,
right
right
now.
smack in the middle of the wig era.
And then 6 and 7 back to her own hair again.
Does she talk about why they went to wigs?
I don't know. No, I'm reading a tweet, so
I
she
see.
doesn't go into.
Just the stats.
She doesn't want to go into a lot of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's sometimes it's a wig, sometimes not. It turns out is the answer.
Good to know.
I told a story about an NPR thing that I heard about life on an aircraft carrier, and we speculated about how many people live on an aircraft carrier. Does anybody want to
200.
guess what the sort of average number of people on an aircraft carrier is?
200.
350.
580.
Wait, on an aircraft carrier?
An aircraft carrier,
It's like
you guys.
1,400
Think huge.
or-
5,000.
It's like a couple
It's five.
thousand.
It's 5,000.
Yeah.
What? An
Cruise
aircraft
ships
carrier,
carry like 4,800.
They have a lot of specialized jobs on those boats.
Yeah.
That's exactly why we told the
Gigantic
story.
ship.
And they
The
have-
story I told you was about a person whose job was to refill the vending machines on the aircraft carrier, and
Yeah.
that was a full-time job.
Wow.
I was thinking of those helicarriers from Marvel. So
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what they are.
Yeah, see one of those blow up? 5,000 people.
5,000 people
Gone.
Yep.
I wrote down Patrick Dempsey, but I don't remember why. So I'm gonna just zoom
Move
right
along.
past that one.
What is it, Grey's Anatomy?
Who knows? Couldn't possibly matter. What does what were the flavors of ET cereal?
Apple.
Reese's Pieces flavored.
Dr. Pepper. What?
Peanut butter. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Raw egg.
Berry.
No, Aaron.
Loops.
Of course, Aaron is exactly right. They were peanut butter.
Sure.
Some of them were peanut butter, and some of them were chocolate.
Yeah, like Reese's.
This is Phillipe brought this up during this episode, and we were talking about ET cereal, and we couldn't remember what it was flavored like. It's peanut butter and chocolate. What are the two shapes in an ET cereal?
Ooh.
ETs and fingers.
phones.
I think it's gonna be
Heads and fingers.
Moons.
It's gonna be little ETs and little ET heads and
Something gross.
and
Stars.
a ship.
Balls.
No. It's E's and T's.
Ah.
Like I said, something gross.
You were closest. You had chocolate and peanut butter. We talked about chopsticks and whether we didn't know if that was still like an acceptable word to use, like, or if chopsticks was some sort of like
Canceled.
sort of unintentionally offensive word. And chopsticks is still, everyone's still on board with chopsticks. Like,
Good.
there's
Until
no,
now.
there have been no complaints about chopsticks. The English word chopstick derives from Chinese Pidgin English, in which chop chop means quickly. The Oxford English Dictionary says that the earliest use of the word is in 1699. They are called by the English seamen chopsticks. Seamen, not seamen. Another possibility is that the term is derived from chow or chow chow, which is a word stemming from Southeast Asia meaning food. Chopsticks would mean food sticks. There you go. Chopsticks.
Food sticks.
Everybody can still feel calm and comfortable using the word
So
chopsticks.
when I call men a dirty chopstick, it's okay.
Sure.
I've never taken offense. I took it as a compliment.
No, I just wanted to
We were talking about what you call a relationship between a young person and an older person. And I said it's a May-December romance. Phillipe called it a spring-autumn romance. And I was like, I don't think that's a thing. And you were like, no, it totally is.
totally-
Like in the episode, you're like, oh no, that's a commonly heard phrase. I Googled spring autumn romance. I got zero hits on Google. When's the last time Google told you it had no idea what you were talking about?
Did you type it correctly? Maybe? I can't believe there are 0 hits for that.
Yeah.
I was like, did you mean to say, I don't know. I don't know.
I can't even suggest it.
Yeah.
If you had continued typing, it probably would have been like spring, autumn romance. Space is not a thing.
No.
I also have corrections for episode 124, When the Bow Breaks.
Yeah.
So I didn't I wrote these a few weeks ago because we were off for a little while. So I don't remember why I wrote some of these things.
Oh, that's when they kidnapped all the kids, right?
But I know that we were talking about, yes, I think it is.
That episode.
But for some reason, we were talking about when a person has either really large balls and a small penis or vice versa. We were talking about when the equipment doesn't like match
up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I looked it up.
Wow.
I was like, is there a word for that? Like,
called
is there a
autumn
term?
relationship.
It's spring autumn romance.
Hopefully
They're on
not.
the- you hear that snap? That's culture just shifted a little bit.
Genital disparity.
It turns out it's not really a
Common.
thing. Like, it's not really a thing.
It doesn't exist in nature.
Well, there's something called hypergonadia.
Oh no.
But
Conditions.
what was more funny to me are these two advice questions and answers from Quora. The website where you post a question and random people
There
tell
is no
you what the
question too
answer
dumb
is.
on Quora.
Dumb.
The question is, why do I have tiny testicles and a humongous penis?
That's a good question.
That's a great
There
question.
were two answers. I'm only going to read you the first one. From Stephen Guppy, radio presenter.
Wow.
With the deep voice.
Podcaster.
I honestly don't know, but one of my ex-partners had a 9.5-inch cock and the tiniest balls I've ever seen. It seems strange, but the amount of spunk those little nuts produced was legendary. So try not to worry about it. Shut up! Amazing advice.
You never know.
That should be the top-rated listing on Quora.
That's good. That's good.
Try not to worry about it.
By the way, I like this lady on the screen.
Oh yeah,
She's
his
got
daughter.
a cool look.
Intense, right?
What do we think about her?
Yeah,
She's great.
cool.
I like
What do
that.
you-
She's
I feel
from
like people
Whoville.
look like that
yeah,
now.
I like that comment. We were watching it. She's a Whovian.
You could do a whole sushi plate on top of her head.
Yeah. She's like one of those at a fancy party. She's this
Did you say she's Whovian?
Yeah, that's what May said.
Like from Whoville?
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, she
sure.
is.
Yeah.
She does with the.
The braids
Whatever
on
those
top.
are.
Yeah.
You could hook
I
her
was
up.
distracted reading about tiny penises.
That was great.
The big
It was
penis,
so
tiny balls.
Oh yeah.
Supportive.
Oh, one more. So one more answer
please.
to this question.
Yes.
Why do I have tiny testicles and a humongous penis? I don't know. I also have very small testicles and a larger than average penis.
No one's admitting to the other version.
Some studies I have read about indicate men with small testicles make better fathers.
Sure.
I'm not sure about that, but I suppose it could be very true.
why not?
My dad had very large testicles,
And he was a jerk.
and he was a terrible father.
That was good.
My dad had large testicles, and he was a terrible father.
So there you go. Science.
So there you go.
Data proved.
Wow.
You just never know, I think, is what you learn from that.
You need to
What I love about that answer is that that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like, that is absolute sincerity.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was not trying to be funny.
Do you know how large your
that's
father's
amazing.
balls are?
I guess that guy does.
I guess if he's a terrible father, you might find out.
I mean, that's part of the
I
package.
can remember like having to like take a shower with my dad when I was, like a little kid.
Or
And you,
Super
and you
little.
take a peek at the junk, right?
I mean, you're
you very rarely have a choice.
Yeah.
it's right there.
Everything's bigger then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ever go back to your preschool classroom?
No, stop.
What? No, man. What? What?
Wait.
You just broke Jake.
No, Min just got triggered over a completely innocuous comment.
Yeah.
You all right up there, Min?
Yeah. Okay.
A discussion about Chex Mix also ended up talking about Chex Mix competitor Gardetto's. Guess what? Chex Mix and Gardetto's are both owned by General Mills. They are faux competitors.
Oh, competitors.
It's like the WWF guy.
That should not have been allowed. That should have been like
That's a
an
They'd be like, you can't have two
anti-monopoly.
pretzel things. Like that's
The
not
FCC
okay.
should step in, or whoever does that. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the SEC.
It's the FCC, right? Who does
FCC,
the monopolies.
SEC,
The
everybody.
WWE should
Get
have
'em all
stopped
in
that
there.
shit.
Damn spineless FCC.
Get MI6.
They won't regulate anything outside of like communications. Grow a pair. Don't be like my dad. Be like my dad and grow giant balls and
Oh, you tied them together. That's
them
great.
together. Just like my dad.
The balls?
Yeah.
Having big balls must suck. You must sit on them all the time.
Yeah.
It's the real story.
It's not called oversharing corner. It's called correction.
Well, you know,
Well, I suppose you've called out all the people who don't have big
Just
balls.
speaking hypothetically.
Yeah.
it's a huge problem for me.
I can't roll tea.
I
boy.
No, I don't feel like I have big balls. So.
What does the word filching mean?
No.
Oh, no.
We
Move
did
on.
not do that. We got into that.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
where-
to- it's to
wait,
steal.
Is that in the same sequence? Was it Chex Mix
Right?
to filch?
You filch an item. You steal. You steal an item from
It
someone.
seems like it's dirtier than
It
that.
was actually Phillipe who said it.
Yeah.
And Min, what did you say?
to steal an
Yeah,
item?
that's the classical definition.
Sure. And
What is the current?
Well, I don't know. I was an
definition of
English
filching?
major.
Who knows?
Who knows? I know.
Philippe
but I-
probably knows.
Yeah, let's. I don't know.
What is
It
it,
has to
Phillipe?
do with semen. I know that.
And
What is it,
and a
Philippe?
straw.
Swallowing
Right?
it with a straw.
Sometimes.
Oh, man.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
We'll cut that part out, maybe.
Well, the definition that the internet gave me was to suck semen out with a straw.
Right.
Yeah.
Or an orifice. Usually the butt, but not always.
And then sucks the cum out with a straw-like object. I didn't know that. That was a surprise.
Expanding horizons here.
I learned it on. There was a corn song about it.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Corn
god.
is the corn. The name of the band is a joke about getting a piece of corn in the filch. So, so
God.
that's how I learned about it. It was like
That's how you knew.
that's how I knew. What
Were you a big cornhead in your life?
No, it was just they were just. It was like on an indie rock station late at night, and they were very delicately, without getting the, the wimpy FCC worried.
Yeah,
talking-
spineless.
The spineless.
Spineless.
They needn't have worried, but they were describing where the name corn came from. And then- so I got a huge lesson in.
Wow.
Filching.
I just I was
Wow.
like I learned in that.
Do you think filching's gone down since they switched to the paper straws?
Yes. It's not good.
Gotta be harder.
I'm a 48-year-old gay man, and I thought I had heard of everything.
Because it's not a
And I
thing
was
that
like,
people
oh,
actually do.
That's a new
It's
one.
never happened.
No, I'm sure it's
happened, but it's not. It's performative.
The amount of
not-
people who said they've done it is way higher than the amount of people
performative.
who have done it.
There are no filching enthusiasts. Right.
I feel like
Nah, I would
there
say,
are
but
a
it's
handful.
in that 0.00.
And there's certainly no limited edition warped brand felching straws.
Go to Lunar for
Available.
1995 for a pack
Way to
of 3.
transition.
We've for our filching, our warped branded filching.
One of the things we've done is we've measured the diameters.
It's
of
all-
the average.
Reusable.
It's all part of our
Jake. That's
rethinking of
brilliant.
sitting.
Illegal in 17 states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it'll be reusable.
Yeah, it'll be reusable.
Made from recyclable materials.
Paper. It's all paper.
100%.
Doesn't
What are
kill-
we, hypocrites?
We don't kill turtles.
Hell no.
It's just a paper towel.
Warning:
tube.
do not use any other straw.
It's just a paper towel. Is that what you
I
said?
don't know how
Paper
we
towel,
got
too.
here, guys.
It's corrections
Power
corner.
correction
Called
corner.
the
You follow
Who
where it
knows?
goes.
Who knows where corrections?
It's a
corner
correction
Correction corner is
hole.
a
will
river.
take us. We talked about Citizen Kane and how old Orson Welles was when he made it.
We said
Who remembers?
38.
23, 24.
He was young.
He was 26. We weren't quite right. And had already been famous for years and years, right? He had done War of the
Radio.
Worlds and the Mercury Theater radio programs and all of that stuff.
Sure.
Unbelievable. How popular is boba?
Oh, this is,
Speaking of filching,
speaking of filching, talk about a practice course.
maybe that's why I'm so anti.
Speaking of stuff that gets stuck in your teeth, what are we
You're
doing?
so pro filching.
I know it's weird, right?
I already.
Yeah.
How popular is it?
Yeah, like we were talking about boba. There were some pro boba and some
Pretty
anti
popular. I
boba.
don't know.
Was there
Isn't there
any?
only one
You want to guess how much
pro-boba?
money was sold? How big is the boba
Industry, like domestically?
Yeah,
Like
domestic.
$30 million.
No, it's huger.
Is it?
800 million.
That's what I'm-
500.
Oh, sorry. Go with
globally.
America.
Oh.
Oh, America.
That's what I said.
Oh wait, maybe it's. Actually, it doesn't say. Oh, Asia and across the world. Okay, all boba.
Oh, that.
Oh shit.
5 billion.
5 billion?
Sure.
Is that what you said, May?
If
I
it's
think
across
that's right.
the
I think that's
world,
closer. I'm
Like,
gonna say.
I'll say like $700 million.
2 billion.
All boba. It's 2 billion.
Yeah.
All boba in
Yeah.
2019. So it's a little probably up there.
That's more than I spend on weed.
How is there any tapioca left on the planet?
They're having problems getting it. I hear.
Is there tapioca shortage?
There has
I
been.
heard that. Where did I hear it from? A boba place? I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's gotten better,
Oh,
but
it's just-
yeah.
it's the
There was a
boba conspiracy, man.
There was a boba. There was a tapioca shortage.
You
for
got a
while.
tapioca guy? We're looking for suppliers, man.
It's
Yeah.
to account for the boba increase in prices.
Yeah.
How many boba places do you have close to you?
Probably
you
a
say?
dozen at least.
Like exclusively boba,
Yeah.
at least one.
Let's see, Boba Time, Boba World, Boba.
Boba Fett.
Boba
What's
Fett.
Boba
yeah,
you?
baby,
Boba Fett, that's
baby
a good
boba.
one. They get sued though.
It's spelled different.
Boba-licious.
My neighborhood has Boba Guys No Ho, T-Pop, and it's Boba time.
Which do you prefer?
Rubber baby.
I don't like boba.
Rubber
so
baby
I've
boba
never
bumpers.
been to any of
Never
it.
time for boba. That's what my shop's called.
We have one called.
No one puts boba in
But
the
I don't want
corner.
to get dox us, so yeah.
We were in the early days of the pandemic and the lockdown. We were doing remote episodes,
The what?
and
Tough times.
we were getting up to the point where we were going to watch a movie, and Sean said, "Well, I hope we get to watch Cruel Intentions together, because that was the next one that was coming up." So the correction is, we did not watch Cruel Intentions together.
What do we watch instead?
We watched it, but we watched it remotely. Does anybody want to guess how long the gap was when we were doing remote episodes? When it started and when it stopped?
By time, by episode.
Or date. Do you remember how long it was,
It was
that we
about
recorded?
15 months.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Damn, man.
Nice shot.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was our last episode when we were here was March 15th of 2020, and the next time we were back was June 6th of 2021. So it was like not 15 months, but like 15 months.
Pretty damn close, yeah.
Good.
Sorry, I had to do math there for a minute. I glitched.
I had no idea.
I glitched for a second.
I didn't know what the outcome was
That's
going
my
to be.
superpower, guys.
Yeah.
The maths.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 months between live in-person episodes.
Do you know how many episodes it was?
No, I didn't write that down. Save that for a correction corner someday.
Next time.
Because we're done.
Wow. So wait,
Episode's over.
did that guy die? Or?
I forget what happened.
Yep,
Yes.
he went back.
I'm
And,
just kidding.
and she went down and went to the party.
Yeah.
Oh, she went to the
went with
memorial party?
Yep.
Well, the party they have for him when he's alive, right before he kills himself.
Oh, they have a going away party.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And she accepted his
Yep.
choice.
Yep.
And he went down and
Yep.
died
But you
and
think
fulfilled the ritual. Rather than run off with
Right.
Lwaxana.
Lwaxana and Picard.
stay with tradition?
Even though they had sex, like he was like, "I'm sorry, I don't
I don't want
not
to do that
that
again.
into you."
I don't feel that way about you.
I think I'd
I'm
rather
happy,
die.
I'm happy we got to have sex the day before I have to go kill myself.
But
But
you're really not staying alive material.
Yeah. You're not live.
I mean, do you think she took it personally or?
Nah.
Yeah.
She's on to
I
the
don't
next.
know. We
She
didn't
went to the
watch it.
party.
Did she?
She met somebody at the party.
Well, I was gonna.
Did she sort of accept his decision? Is that sort of how it played out?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. I mean, she obviously...
Had to.
Well, because his daughter came up and kind of guilt tripped him.
Yeah, I remember there's a
defying their
daughter.
culture.
She's a sushi tray.
Yeah, she was like, you won't be buried next to our mom, and I won't be able to be buried next to you. That sucks.
But
Oh,
he
she
would have-
guilt trips him into
A
it?
little bit,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
But wouldn't he eventually be able to just do that?
Right,
Just-
he's going to die someday.
No, but they probably like ostracize him.
He
and
wouldn't be
like,
allowed on the planet.
Yeah, he had asked for asylum just to remain on the ship. So.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you
so there
think
was more to that?
Do you think that he got one last fling in with Lwaxana?
We saw him do it.
No. But down at the planet.
Oh,
At
once
the
they go down?
Yeah.
No, that's like a wedding reception.
Sacred?
You can't have a party there.
It's
You can't party.
they got a
You
lot of
can't-
rules down there on Kraylon.
You can't.
Yeah.
Can't have an orgy at the
No,
going
it's not
away
an
party.
orgy. It's just a little quickie. It's a
Just
little.
some
Your
light
question is-
filching.
They had. Your question is, they had a perfectly nice like final night together, but maybe she snuck down and did it one more time with him down on the planet.
Sure. Like Aaron said, a nice light filch.
Some light filching.
Yeah.
It
We
wasn't
brought our
like-
own
You weren't
straw.
making those slurpy sounds with the straw like that.
All right. Dude, keep it classy.
Take us out, please.
Oh, man.
It's Daffy Duck. Welcome to the podcast.
All right.
Well,
Well, friend,
Yeah.
What a way to go.
We need to go to the planet where you all have to kill each other when you're 45 years old.
Say it ain't
thanks
so.
for listening to Warped. Please go to iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts to rate, review, and subscribe. You can email us at warpedthepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at warpedthepodcast. Buy our merchandise at lunar_flare. You can follow us on Twitter at Warped Trek. Follow me at Host Warped. Follow Min to learn about Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu live streams and podcasts. And go to patreon.com. Please become a subscriber. Get access to early episodes and bonus commentaries. Next time will be, I don't know what, something else.
Yep.
Another episode of Star Trek:
Trek.
The Next Generation.
What do you think?
Yep.
We're almost done with season 4, guys.
I know. I'm excited.
We gotta
We
start
really have to
thinking about
start
a
thinking
movie
about
we're gonna watch.
Yep. Gotta figure out the movie.
Yeah. The new Dune. The new Dune. Double Dune.
You want to double down on Dune?
No.
We
I'm
can do
done.
the Sing 2, Saw 2 double feature.
Saw 2.
Yeah, I would do.
Simul feature.
I would do. I would also
Yes.
do
Side by
Paddington
side.
and Paddington too.
Simul feature.
That's too good.
I watched the first Paddington
Delightful.
a couple of days ago.
Such a good movie.
But I think that I love Paddington 2 so much that I had forgotten how good Paddington 1 is.
Yeah.
Because Paddington 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Why don't you do a quadruple feature where you show Paddington, Paddington 2, Sing 2, Saw 2?
Yes. The PPSS.
And we're
Paddington sings up.
Paddington sings up.
Paddington sings up.
It's a great song.
That would be our chant. That
Was
should
it?
be like the hype chant.
That's our one of
We
us.
do like a haka. Paddington sings up.
Sings up.
It
Oh,
gets
boy.
you going.
That's it. Goodbye.
Yep.
My name is Matt.
I'm Sean.
I'm Jake.
Phillipe.
Aaron.
I'm like,
Thank you for listening and goodbye. Paddington sings up.